Assalomu alaikum, hurmatli o'quvchilar. Hi everyone. Welcome to learn Uzbek with Dilnoza, lesson 23. Bugun biz sizlar bilan raqamlar va yillar haqida gaplashamiz. Today we're going to talk about numbers and years. Please remember that you can also join us via Zoom every Saturday. You can email me and I will send you the link. Also, if you speak Uzbek, we welcome you to our class as a guest speaker. Would you like to count in Uzbek? O'zbek tilida sanashni xohlaysizmi? Unda keling biz sizlar bilan sanaymiz. Keling sanaymiz. Let's count. I created this table so that we can count together and you will learn the numbers, about the numbers, and then I will show you how you could practice later, okay? Bir, ikki, uch, to'rt, besh, olti, yetti, sakkiz, to'qqiz, 1. If you wanted to say 0, 0. Now, 10, 11, if we say 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18, 19, 20 here. Can you see? Although 11 in English is a little bit different, in Uzbek you could just use 1, 10, and 10, 1. 10, 2. It will be like 12, 13, 14, 15. Now let's count from 20. Yigirma. Yigirma bir. 21. Yigirma ikki. Yigirma uch. Yigirma to'rt. Yigirma besh. Yigirma olti. Yigirma yetti. Yigirma sakkiz. Yigirma to'qqiz. O'ttiz. 30. If we say 31, o'ttiz bir. O'ttiz ikki. O'ttiz uch. O'ttiz to'rt. O'ttiz besh. O'ttiz olti. O'ttiz yetti. O'ttiz sakkiz. O'ttiz to'qqiz. 40. 40. You see how it's easy to count? 41. 41. 42. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. I'm not going to translate. You can understand that. 51. 51. You can always stop and practice and you can actually count. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. How would you say 61? 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 68. 69. 70. 70. 71. 71. And then you will count. 72. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 80. 81. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 90, 91, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. The same thing happens with all, okay? 101, you could say 101, bir yüz bir, bir yüz iki, and you'll count exactly the same way. Now, let me read this 100 so you know How to read them? 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000. You can say 1000. And then we repeat all the time. We go back to this 1, 2, 3. If you wanted to say 1001, 1001, right? 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000, 6000, 7000, 8000, 9000, 10,000. I hope that helped you. Let's practice. Keling, raqamlarni mustahkamlaymiz. Let's practice. For example, if I wanted to say 17, I would highlight with yellow on, right? 17. On yette here. Can you see that? On yette. On yette. Let's look for 45. Where's our 40? 40. 45. 45. You see how it's helpful to use the table? Please feel free to screenshot, print it, and practice. 37. We look at 30, 30, and year 7. 37, 37. Let's look at 204. 204. 204. Or for example, 2005. 2005. 2005. Feel free to look at different numbers and practice them. I hope it was helpful. Now, I want to focus on years. Years means yillar. How do we read years? For example, 2020 yil juda og'ir bo'ldi. 2020 was very hard, right? 2020. 2020 will be 2020. If you don't use yil, you could say 2020 juda og'ir bo'ldi. But if you would like to add the word yil, year, you have to say 20. And we will discuss it in a little bit, the endings. Or for example, 1000, you can see in English we say 1986, right? In Uzbek you will say 1986. 1986. You see here ending because we're saying on that year 1986 something happened. 1986 yilda men tug'ilganman. Tug'ilmoq, to be born, me and I was born in 1986, for example. And here I'll explain, but I wanted you to see olti. We have unli va undosh harflar, right? We have vowels and consonants. Because the number olti, which is 6, ends with I, we add NCHI, oltincha. If in one of your numbers, like uch, for example, you have consonants here, then you will add I before nche. Can you see here? Uchinche, because you cannot say uchincha, uchincha, oltinche. And here we cannot use double I. That's why we're trying to get rid of one I, oltinche. Or next one, we say 2023, for example, right? In Uzbek, it will be 2023 yilda men Hindistonga bormoqchiman. For example, I would like to go to India in 2023 or like 2023, right? Or next one, 1247. 1247 yilda Pahlavon Mahmud Xivada tug'ilgan. 1247 yilda Pahlavon Mahmud Xivada tug'ilgan. Pahlavon Mahmud was born in 1247 in Xiva. Or another example, 1886. 1886 yilda You can see here, 6 again, ing. 6 yilda Wyoming Universiteti tashkil etilgan. Let me correct here. Tashkil etilgan. The University of Wyoming was built in 1886. 1886. Feel free to practice or make sentences or actually repeat the year you were born, for example, or some specific historical information. You can practice this with. Now, I just talked about the endings ing or ch. Remember always about these endings and pay attention to your, for example, consonants or vowels. Here, let's talk about ordinal numbers, right? When we try to talk about the order. First, birinchi. Second, ikkinchi. Can you see here? Bir, because r as a number itself, we have consonant, we have to add I-N-C-H-I. But ikki, raqamı, number 2, ends with vowel. That's why we put n-che here, so that you can see the difference. Okay? By this time, you should be able to know the difference. Ikkinchi, uchinchi, third, uchinchi, fourth, to'rtinchi, fifth, beshinchi, oltinchi, sixth, seventh, yettinchi, eighth, sakkizinchi, ninth, to'qqizinchi, 10th, o'ninchi, 11th, 11, 12th, 12, 13th, 13, 14th, 14, 15th, 15, and it goes the same way how we look at these numbers. Remember? 16, for example, right? 16 or 20, 30, 40, 50 if you wanted to say in order. But please remember those. Birinchi, ikkinchi, uchinchi, to'rtinchi, beshinchi, oltinchi, yettinchi, sakkizinchi, to'qqizinchi, o'ninchi, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Exactly like that. If you know 16, 17, 18, you will be adding the same thing. 16, 17, 18, 19. Let's practice. Keling, qaytaramiz va mustahkamlaymiz. Let's practice. Meaning, birinchi tilim. For example, if you would like to say my first language is, meaning birinchi tilim, Uzbek tili. Meaning ikkinchi tilim, Rus tili, my second language, for example, and you can add your language, right? Or you could say meaning uchinchi tilim, meaning uchinchi tilim, right? Til means language, and meaning means my here, and then you're using your ordinal numbers, right? Or you could say men beshinchi o'rinni egalladim. If you're participating or trying to take part in some competitions, you could say men beshinchi o'rinni egalladim. O'rin means spot or place. Egallamoq means to get or to hold something, right? For example, you could say men birinchi o'rinni egalladim. Men ikkinchi o'rinni egalladim. Men uchinchi o'rinni egalladim. I hope it helps you to practice. And last thing I wanted you to do and to look at the numbers. For example, you could play and try to remember your math, right? For example, let's look at this word, qushish. Qushish means addition. Qushmoq means to add. Ayirish means subtraction. Ayirmoq means to subtract. Ko'paytirish means multiplication. Ko'paytirmoq means to multiply. Bo'lish means division. Let me make it the same here. Bo'lish means division. And bo'lmoq means to divide, right? Although you don't need to say or to use these words, because in Uzbek you could say beshke besh, it means plus, right? 5 plus 5, 10. Beshke besh, 10. Or you could say 5 ga 5 ni qo'shamiz. 10 bo'ladi. 10 ni 10 ga bo'lamiz. 1 bo'ladi. 9 dan 6 ni ayiramiz. For example, or you could say 9 minus 5. 9 dan 5 ni ayiramiz. Or here we say 9 dan 6 ni ayiramiz. 3 bo'ladi, right? Feel free just to put any numbers and just, practice. 9 dan 5 ni ayiramiz. 4. 3 karra 5, 15. You can say karra. Or ko'paytirmoq. 3 ni 5 ga ko'paytiramiz. We could say also karra. Karra. 3 ni 5 ga ko'paytirsak 15. Yoki 3 karra 5, 15. I hope it helped you to understand and play around. Please feel free to stop anytime. Practice, write down your numbers, and you will be able to count and name the numbers. Xayr, ko'rishguncha. Xayr, sizlarga rahmat.